What's on Your Mind is sponsored by ACC 339 Dudley Road, New Style Radio 98.7 FM, Breakthrough Studios, and Reggae Jam Jam.
Good afternoon, guys. Hi, welcome to another program in the series of What's on Your Mind. The program is produced by Breakthrough TV, and I am Carl. Hope you're doing good. Let me say thank you for joining us right here on Breakthrough TV. How you all doing? How you all doing? Hope you're good. I gotta say, it's supposed to be summer, but yesterday I was feeling ever so cold. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I was feeling ever so cold in the UK. So I don't know when the summer is gonna really, really kick off really big, where you get some good heat and I can get some really good vitamin D. Have I got to go abroad to get my vitamin D? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Want to say a big shout out to Ken McLean, who was a guest last week. He's absolutely wonderful brother. And don't forget, you can catch him in the play at a joyous Jamaican journey. It's called Rush, a joyous Jamaican journey, and you can catch him in that wonderful play at the Rep, and it starts on the 25th of July. So go and check that out. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Hope all is well with you. And as I say, this is a live stream. So if you see a little bit of things like that, bear in mind it is a live stream. Yeah. And I want to say a big shout out to all you guys who keep tuning into the program. And we got quite a few guests coming into the program. You know what I mean? We got two wonderful guests this afternoon. We've also got a wonderful guest called Brother Brian. Brother Brian will be here very, very soon. Also, a wonderful lady singer called Tina B. Tina B will be here very soon. We got quite a few guests coming in the program. But don't forget, if you think you want to take part in the program, and it is for you, you can also hook us up, and we'll get in touch with me. You can contact me if you know where I am, and you can contact Breakthrough TV if you want to take part in the program. And I say big shout out to all you guys who take part in the program. I want to say big shout out to my very good friend Errol. How you doing, sir? Hope all is well with you. I want to say big shout out to you, Brenda. How you doing? Rose, Jade, Michelle, Sean, Colin, Donna. Big shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. Mr. Nelson, sir, how you doing? Big shout out to you and your family. And Hector, how you doing? Where are you now? I know you've been traveling. Mr. Delroy Archibald, how you doing, sir? Long time I don't shout you off. United States, big shout out to you. My whole family, the Williamson family, the Bailey family, the McPhee family, the Grant family, the Campbell family. Big shout out to you. And all you guys who actually tune into the program. Let me say absolutely marvelous. Thank you for tuning into the program. I want to say big shout out to all the guests we've had on our program. I mean, we say massive respect. And what about the guests when we invite the best come on? Most of the guests we actually invited, they always say yes, you know what I mean? And we got no money to pay anyone, you know what I mean? So, and it's very, very kind of them, and we want to give them a big shout out. And you know who you are, you know what I mean? Let me say thanks, and we appreciate you actually coming on the program and telling us your journey, which is what it's all about, and we're having a bit of fun. And you know, as I do, I actually laugh a lot, so as I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Now, I've got two wonderful guests with me this afternoon, and wow, one is Heather Haywood. Heather Haywood is a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a producer, and she does great work. And she used to be with a band called the Cool Notes, and she still is with the Cool Notes. And we also got Sugar Rainbow. Sugar Rainbow is a solo artist, she's a producer, she's a director, and she does a lot of tunes, and she does a lot of collaboration with those with different people. So I'm gonna try and see if we can actually hook them up and see if they're there. How you going? How you going, guys? How you doing?
Hey, we're here.
Hello, Heather. How you doing?
We're here. Good, thank you.
Sugar Rainbow. How you doing?
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm
You're
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Good to good, good to
Yeah.
see you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Right. So Heather, how's your day been?
Oh, it's been good. It's not been too bad at all. Yeah, been very good. Been busy. Like my
You good?
days are normally busy anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah,
most of the days you're very busy. Yes.
most of my days. If I'm not in the studio, I'm doing something else. I'm singing or teaching something. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And Sugar Rainbow, how's your day been?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good. You're good. Good.
Where's she gone? Where are you?
It's very delayed every
Are,
time.
are you
Yeah, it
there?
is. It's delayed.
Yeah,
Are,
a
are you
few
there?
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good now?
Oh, the picture. Yeah,
That's
I think
better.
so. Is that, is that better?
You look very good, Sugar, either way.
I know she looks
Oh
very.
no. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'm okay.
okay.
You're
Uh,
good, you're good.
Yeah.
that's better. That's better. Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
That's
have to
better.
hold in my hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, if I go
That
left, it goes
that's where
right.
you
If I
want to
go right,
be.
it
That's
goes
where you want
left.
to be. That's where. Just a bit over to the other
Yeah.
side.
Oh,
The other side. No, that side. That's where you want
yeah.
to be.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Hold it there.
Yeah. Oh God. Terrible. When you go left, it goes left.
Yeah. Go
I
go
put
go
it
to the
back
right
on
then and see
again.
what happens.
Yeah. Okay. I put it here.
Yeah.
Where you
Let's
put it.
keep that one. That's it. That's the one.
That looks good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why, why,
Yeah. You're
why,
right. You're
don't,
right.
don't move again. What,
Yeah.
don't move again.
No.
Is that your shoes? Right. Anyway, as you know, I've got to, you always do with the program. Well, always got a few couple of things that is actually happening across the world, guys. So I'm going to start with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has suggested how he would prosecute his opponents if he gets to the White House, which is absolutely makes you think, will he carry out this or what is he going to do next? And as I say, Donald Trump, as you know, has been convicted of 24 counts. And you know what I mean? It's makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what's going to happen next because will they have to change the democratic system in the United States? Heather, are you there? Talk to me about Donald Trump. What do you think about Donald Trump?
Uh, he's a conversation I really don't. You know what? I just don't understand the American people. I don't understand their mentality for voting for somebody who basically has no real interest in them, but
Yeah,
just for self-interest, and that's it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they really believe the hype, and you know, as if those people were over in this country and saw what
Mm,
we saw, they wouldn't believe the same thing. We're having the same problem over here with, you know, our governments and the election going on now. You know, the
yeah,
debates and trying to trust whoever to trust. But these two over here are better trustworthy than the one over there. Come on. Although politicians, you can't trust them. But
yeah. Well,
anyway,
They
it is.
are excellent
And
anyway.
what about your views on Donald Trump, Sugar? Any views? Any views, Sugar? No. And the thing about Donald Trump
can't hear
is
her.
that he's such a rich man. He's loaded. He's got his
But
own
is he?
plane. He's got a
Is
massive
he?
plane. He's got a massive
Yeah. But you
tower.
know,
He's got a massive estate.
that's not
How did
his.
he
The
manage to get
tower's not
himself into
his.
so much trouble?
The tower is not his anymore.
Okay.
He owes too much money. That tower don't belong to him.
Well, it's called Trump
They
Tower.
said that he's skint. It's called Trump Tower. That's about it. It's trumped.
Yeah.
I don't. You know, politics is something that it's quite. It's like religion. Politics and religion. You don't mix the two,
Yeah.
especially when
Yeah.
you're a singer.
Yeah, but you know, we say
Because
that,
it's
but
very
sometimes,
confusing.
and I've had this conversation with people
Understand
before, but
politics.
sometimes you just had to, you got to mention it. You got to mention it.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
of course, of
you
course.
got to mention it.
Because it does affect us. It doesn't matter. It does affect us because we have to travel to America and
Yeah,
places like that. You know, because he's got an immigration thing. You know, people from certain countries. He's going to block. Oh, well, listen, he's going to block black people anyway. So yeah, that's what it's about. You know, or his party wants to. You know, but you know what? I don't understand. The Republicans, they have black politicians, senators, and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I don't understand what Donald Trump's got on all these people.
It's
He
amazing,
must
isn't
have
it?
something on them. He's like the mafia.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the power he's got is it's absolutely ridiculous.
And
You know,
listen, I think he's got something on all these people. That's the
you know,
problem.
yeah. I
That's
think
why they won't run against him.
I think the other thing is
Yeah.
when Joe Biden came to power, I thought yes,
Yeah.
something's good with that going to happen here, but you don't know what to say about Joe Biden either.
Joe Biden, yeah, Joe Biden, although he talks a lot of sense, he's more respected
Yeah.
than Donald Trump. That's what I see. He's an older person. People are giving him a bit more respect. He talks the talk that all the other countries want to hear. Donald Trump wants to press that red button and blow the whole world up.
I know.
He's like a
I know.
spoiled kid.
Yeah.
A spoiled kid.
Yeah. Any comments on Donald Trump, Sugar?
Oh, politics, I don't understand it anyway. So it's like
I
a
know.
movie, you know? They're all
That's right.
acting,
Absolutely.
making
Yeah, you're
money.
right. You're right.
Yes.
All actors.
Yeah.
All actors. Yeah. Right, guys. I need
Yeah,
to move on
absolutely.
now. Let me come to Birmingham now. There's been a rally in Birmingham. This rally has gone on for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's on Herdington High Street. And basically, what happens? A man and his family was physically attacked and racially abused after they went into a shop on Herdington High Street. And as I say, I actually talked to this man. I talked to this man about a couple of days after it happens because I was trying to trace this story down and I was trying to find out where it actually comes from, if it's genuine or not. Well, I know this is genuine, and he actually explained to me that him and his sister and his partner went into the shop, who is pregnant, and she was physically attacked. He was racially abused, and they racially abused a member of his family, and he literally stand up for it. And then he was attacked by quite a few different people. Now, the other thing is, what happens with this shop is that a lot of people of color uses this shop. So the rally and what they're actually saying is to literally stop using these shops. The African Caribbean community or the British African Caribbean community must stop using these shops because racial abuse is against the law, right? And physical attack is against the law. If you go into a shop and you're physically and racially abused, the best thing to do is to stop using the shop. And this is what the protest is all about. And as I say, there's also, I must make this point, there's also a lot of things about people, I got to take this off a little bit. There's also a lot of people talking about, some people as well in our community, or, you know, I don't want to say the word, but are literally making it up. They're making up different things from the original story that I actually had from this brother. People are making their own stories up. So I'm going to ask you guys to stop making your own stories up. I actually talked to the man. The only reason why he never came on the show is the fact that he says it had moved to a legal level. You know what I mean? It was going to be sorted out by the police and his lawyers and his advisors. That was the reason why he hadn't come on the show. But I actually talked to him. So I want to ask you brothers and sisters out there who got there and make up things. Stop doing it. Yeah. That's all I got to say on this one. Now, wow, football, soccer. Now, this brother has been, wow, what can I say about this brother? He's been made a scapegoat of. Anybody see the match with England and Iceland? Where Iceland actually beats England 1-0 on Friday. Now, soccer plays for Arsenal and he plays for England. He went on the match. He wasn't in the match. He went on for 23 minutes of the match. He went out as a sub. England has already conceded a goal. And all the media, most of the media has been making soccer and the players of color who actually plays for England as scapegoats. No, you see some of the tabloids on that's been put out on soccer. No other tabloids, no other players. They've literally scapegoat like they've actually scapegoat this young man. One of the things I've heard, which they comment is, oh, what was he doing? Oh, he's a black ice. This is why I know you like to use that word. He's a black ice. And there were so many different things about this, which he's been scapegoat. As I say, he was only in the match for 23 minutes. He come on as a sub. Do you know what sub means? A sub means the match is almost finished. So he literally comes out as a workout. If you have a sub in about the first 10 or the first 5 minutes because the player's injured, it becomes a different ball game. But he came in when the match was almost over, and he's been literally crucified by the British media. Mainly, a lot of the British English media has crucified this man for no reason at all. And we've seen this time and time again. And it makes you very, very hard for us, of people as color, even though we support England right down to the ground, we want everyone to do well, to support the team, because when you see this kind of thing, it's spread into racial, situation, because he has been racially abused before online and social media. So I think the tabloids and the British media need to get a grip, and they should have actually come together and say, well, the team hasn't done very well. I must say, one team member actually missed an open goal. Nobody says anything about that, you know. And I should say, what the media should have been doing, they should have said, "Oh, England is playing in the Euro. Let's all get behind the team. Let's all support the time. Let's all support the team, and let's get together," instead of making out such negative vibes against this brother. Yeah. And I'm not the only person who's saying that. I think Ian Wright has said it, and Sir Lewis Hamilton has actually support Ian Wright in what he's saying. And I've seen, and this is not coming from a person of my race. This is coming from all sections. There's great Arsenal fans and there's great football supporters who saying soccer shouldn't have been made a scapegoat like he did. Yeah. And I don't generally follow football a lot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Now, let me move on. This is also another interesting story. So Lenny Henry has actually said, ITV actually cut Lenny Henry's series that he was actually doing. The series actually called Three Little Birds. And he actually, the series had one go. All it had was one go. And that was it. The series has come to an end. They won't make another series. They won't show another series in the whole series. And what he actually says is, he actually says most the dramas of, say, and I don't like to say, but this is his own words, most of the black dramas don't get a second chance. They don't get a second chance. Once you've done one series, that's it. You know what I mean? And he says we have to be aware of that. You know what I mean? But I've always said, a lot of us, a lot of those guys who's making a lot of money, or those people of color who's making a lot of money, what they should actually do is get together and make their own platform. You know what I mean? Where they can actually broadcast things, where they don't have to rely on other people to do their actual broadcast. And we've asked people many, many times here at Breakthrough TV that come and join Breakthrough TV and say if we can take it to the level, take it to another level where we can do all kind of things like that. This is why we are called Breakthrough TV. We are a TV station, and this is what we are actually trying to do. This is the whole purpose of trying to get where we want to get and achieve something like that. So we don't have to be relying on other people's platform, or we can put out all those sort of shows that the big giant of a company won't put out. Hollywood also missed out and things like that, because when you get an Afro film comes out, you know what I mean, you see a lot of people of color going to these films, and they still haven't learned. They still haven't got it. They ain't got it at all. And also when a program which of people of color comes on the television, a lot of people like to see those programs, and yet they still don't get a look in. Heather, talk to me about this, because you probably want to say something about this.
No,
Hello.
I watched Three Little Birds, yeah, and he's right though. It's because they could have done with another series.
Yeah.
Was going to, after the first series, because that's not the only thing that happened to black people, after, there's a lot more to tell. And I'm sure Lenny had another script that was ready to go.
He said that,
it is really unfair, because there's a lot of series, like you say, that get 1, 2, 3, even 4 goes and stuff like that, and finish, they'll be on for like 2, 3 years. And I think it is totally wrong what they've done to Lenny Henry.
Yeah, it is. And I say there's a market, what we call a market for this. We know this. We've seen this over the years.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There's a big black market that likes seeing their own people on,
I mean,
even if they're going to criticize them and say that's not right, but they still like to see we like to see our own people.
Yeah, and because even they're still making this film, it's not a total cast. It's not a total class of color. No. The one that's still going is the one with Will Smith. Yeah. That's a film.
Yes.
And people still queue to go and see that. Now, Sugar Rainbow, I know you've been to see this film.
Yeah. Yes, I love it. I went to see it, I think, yesterday.
Oh, you saw Bad Boys? Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, really good.
And
No, it
he's
was
going
the
to
day before. Sorry. Yesterday I saw the Planets of the Apes. Yeah, that was
And
really good as
what
well.
was it like? Bad Boys.
Yeah, really good. They're both good movies. The other one has more action, but
Yeah.
they're both really good. Yeah, I'm a movie buff, so
yeah, I like.
yeah,
What is some of
I
your
love
favorite
movies.
films?
Oh my God, everything, everything. But I love thrillers,
Okay.
sci-fi, and of course dance movies. Yeah, I like them all.
Okay. Great. Great. Now
Sometimes the scary ones.
let me move on.
Yeah,
Let me move on. Now
yeah.
droughts. Drought. There has been droughts in Mexico, and I say there been a heat wave, and animals, monkeys, and lions has been actually given popsicle to actually see if they can keep the temperature down. Things like monkeys, and as I say, birds, they've all been given air condition. So, as I say, there is a terrible drought in Mexico. And it's so sad when you see animals suffering so much because most of those situations are actually man made. Guys, talk to me about animals and the animals suffering on our planet. You guys
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I've got cats. I've got two cats,
Yeah,
and I like to see my cats suffer.
yeah,
So I look after them. I take them to the vets. You know, even if I've got pet insurance and stuff like that, if they have to have any operations, and so I'm covered. It's wrong that if you're gonna for animals to suffer anyway in this world. We've come a long way.
Mm,
Technology.
yeah,
The
yeah.
world has gone.
exactly.
Yeah, so I don't understand why. I think we're moving backwards rather than forwards.
Yeah, yeah,
Life
Hmm.
is rolling back, but
yeah.
people are getting richer. If you realize,
That's right.
people are getting much richer, and the
Yeah,
poor are getting poorer. The poor are having to leave their animals because they can't afford to feed them. Yeah.
yeah,
So, but whereas the rich people are just happy doing their
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So they're the ones ruining the rest of the world. That's what it
yeah,
is. Ruin it for the rest of us.
yeah. And Sugar, have you got any animals?
I had a dog
You got a dog.
called Django.
What's his name?
Oh,
Django.
Oh, great.
Django. Oh, they know
Yeah.
Django.
And years later, there was a movie called Django as well.
That's
So
right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Django.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Who started that movie again? Who started that movie?
Who started the movie?
Was that Jamie? Was that Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx?
Jamie Foxx. It was a
Jamie
really good,
Foxx. Yeah.
good
Yeah.
film. I
Django.
love it.
Great,
Yeah.
Really good.
great, great.
Yeah.
Absolute one was. Right, guys, let me move
Yeah.
on. Let me move on. Let me go through this. Now, be prepared for the unexpected. And there was a food. There was food. A World Food Day in Jamaica, and also, there was a warning. Be prepared throughout the world for foodborne disease, and that is contaminated food. So you should be aware of what you're actually eating. And I said there is a health risk about foodborne disease. Yeah. So be careful what you eat and watch what you're doing. And I say this was actually a great occasion in the Caribbean, and it's not just affecting people in the Caribbean; it's affecting people right throughout the world. Foodborne disease. Yeah. Moving on. Entertainment. Maxi Priest, the British singer, songwriter, and one of the artists who actually fused R&B with reggae. He actually says he want to put this record straight in the fact that he was the co-founder, and Dave Kelly and CD Kelly and Janet Davison are the co-founder of Madhouse Records label. But he also said they had a bit of, upsets, and he ended up leaving. So two other guys actually say they actually owns the label online. But there's no mention of him that he was the co-founder of Madhouse Records. Yeah. So that is, so it goes sometimes. Sugar Minot, we've actually talked about this couple of months ago. Now, Sugar Minot, there was a dispute about one of his photographs by a British photographer, Andrea Booth, with him a Napstar, and which is the streaming service. But they've actually decided to settle the dispute out of court. So they don't have to go to court anymore. And we was actually keeping an eye on that story. Don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Now, my next Kathy, her name is Kathy Sledge. Now, Kathy Sledge is in the UK, and she's doing quite a few concerts and festival in the UK. And she says it's great because it's absolutely marvelous what she's actually doing. And she's actually being able to use the brand, the Sister Sledge brand, because they have control. Some years ago, the girls have actually fallen out. We are family. She actually went a little solar, allegedly, and she was told not to return to the group, and she wasn't allowed to use the group name. But everything is all settled now, and she's on tour in the UK, and they're going by the name of Sister Sledge featuring Kathy Sledge. You try saying that about 6 times and see how your mouth get twisted up. Sister Sledge girls, I know you would have loved Sister Sledge. Heather,
Yeah.
tell
Yeah,
us a little about
definitely.
Sister Sledge. Have you ever met them?
Oh, I did wonder because I saw Sister Sledge on they were on TV last year, but it wasn't Kathy wasn't there, and it was like one of the daughters and one of the cousins, and then one of the sisters, but I wondered where she was. So now you explained this is what happened. Ah, but it's funny having to use her having to have Kathy Sledge, Sister Sledge featuring
Featuring Kathy
Kathy
Sledge.
Sledge. That's a bit crazy. They're sisters.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Sometimes
said,
family fall out, they come back together again. It's very difficult.
yeah,
Yeah,
Politics, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I
politics
say,
is.
and they make such great tunes. They make some great tunes, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
Fantastic. She
One of,
produced them. Very good.
And it was actually
mm.
formed, I think, about 1971. So that's how far we're going back. This is
They
absolutely
were, wow,
marvelous.
they were
My
from very
my favorite
early.
track is, what's my favorite track? There's so many. There's one I
Yeah.
actually love, which is all about
Smile.
me.
It will make you feel
No, no,
better.
it'll come back
I
to
like
me. It's not this.
Smile.
This is a live stream. This thing, this
And
one is my favorite
I'm
track.
thinking of you is one of my favorite tracks.
And the things
I'm
you
thinking
do
of you.
and make me
Is
love
it?
you.
That's
Now
What's
I'm
right. Now
here
you're
back
living in
to
it.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
what's your
yeah,
favorite track, Sugar? What's your favorite track?
Thinking.
yeah, yeah. Thinking about you. Yeah,
And I
Thinking
think
about
thinking.
you.
about, yeah.
Ah, I've got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's come back to
No,
me.
that's
I'm
our
thinking of
song.
you
Mine,
and the
mine is
things you
lost in
do.
Thinking
music.
of you.
That makes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lost in
Lost
Music.
in
Okay.
music. Caught
Caught
in
in
a
a trap.
Yes,
trap.
and all musicians will know what that is like. Caught in a
Yeah.
trap.
Yes.
Beautiful.
No turning back.
Yes,
That's right.
Still lost
great
in
track,
music.
great track. It's my
Lost
favorite.
in
I always
Music.
say that track was written about me.
Why is that?
Why?
You were in a band before, weren't
Well,
you?
yeah, yeah. Well, working at
Are you,
yourself. Yeah,
you are a musician, isn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah, he was in a band. I did see. Yeah, saw
yeah.
you
Yeah.
with few other guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Wow. Nice.
yeah,
Nice one.
yeah.
What was the band called? Sorry,
Well,
we're interviewing you now.
I played a couple of
How was
bands,
it? Did you
but one of
tour
one,
around?
one of the very first band I was with was a band called Adlib and Fade. Very interesting name.
Adlib.
Adlib and Fade. That's what you
Ad lib
do.
and fade.
That's what you do when you're
Yeah.
singing.
Adlib insane.
Yes, sir, you ad
Insane.
lib and you
And you
fade.
fade.
That's right. You stop.
Insane.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Insane in the membrane.
The other band I was in, there was a band called PowerPoints. And
Nice. Very nice.
we did quite a couple of things over the years. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, we are
Yeah.
not here
Yeah.
interviewing to me.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
We are now. We want to say respect to the family of selector frontman Arthur Gaps Hendrickson. His family said he passed yesterday. He was 71, and Arthur was a member of the two-town group selector. So we say big condolence to his family and his friends and the marvelous entertainment he gave so much people over the years. You know what I mean? We say thank him and his family. Heather, Sugar Rainbow, talk to me about this wonderful
Rest in
artist. Cause
peace. My condolences.
sorry,
Um,
Rest in peace. My condolences.
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And
Yeah.
any artist dying so young. I mean, 71 is
I
not
is
really
young. 70 years old is
still
young.
young. They're
Yeah.
still young.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
but
yeah,
obviously he had cancer. I think it was cancer he died from, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Because
Oh,
he died from short illness. So I read. So that there's a lot of cancer, and lots of stuff around nowadays.
yeah.
Yeah. So his life was cut
it's
short by an
terrible.
illness. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's such a
Very
shame
sad
as
to
well
live.
for his family and Pauline Black, who was the other member of the selector. Must be absolutely
Oh,
devastating.
Pauline Black.
Yeah, Pauline Black was in the
Yeah.
selector. Yeah, I remember the selector.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I know. I know. Yeah. What was she to him?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
confirm. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. But I did. Yeah, I did know that she sung quite a few of the songs, and yeah, he was there. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Well, yeah.
The
There was like what you
selectors.
call two front person, weren't there? You know what I mean? There was she. There
Yeah.
is she and him because I think the
And
selector are still going. You know, different members,
yes,
but
that's
they're
right.
still
Yeah, they
going.
are. But she came back. I saw her the other day on TV. They were interviewing her,
Yeah,
and she was going to be making a comeback, with the band.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I say he died.
Wow.
He died his own hometown, which is Coventry. You know what I mean? Which is Coventry.
Wow.
Okay.
It's also sad,
That's
right?
so
Now,
sad. Yeah.
ladies, now Sugar Rainbow, just where are you? Just tell us a little bit about your music. How did it all start for you, Sugar? How did it all started for you, Sugar?
This year,
Yeah,
busy,
or the year
busy,
before,
busy.
or the year before that?
No, it's busy, busy. A few projects coming up, and still trying to get this done. So yeah,
You got a few.
you have only certain hours in the day, so doing everything together, like video editing and
Yeah.
all the other
And
stuff. So yeah.
how do you get into that startup? How do you get into the business? How do you get into the business?
Oh, I was very young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was very young.
very young.
And what did you start? Did you start doing producing or singing before? Which one is it?
I was actually making up songs way before, and
Yeah,
then I sing other people's songs, and
yeah,
they wrote for me, and I have to sing their songs. So, and then I look back, so what about the songs that I have written?
yeah.
It's sitting there on the shelves.
Mm. And what?
So I thought, okay, years later, I just put them out,
Yeah. And
and
what the
see what
first big
happens.
tune you actually put out?
Yeah, the first thing that was like the lockdown.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Before I had a deal, and that was other people wrote in the song. But sometimes I wrote songs with them,
Yeah.
but it was mainly other
Yeah.
writers. So I collaborate with a lot of people, a lot of Americans basically.
Okay. And
And yeah, and then I think the lockdown was a lot of rainbows on the windows, and I thought, oh, could be my time to take the music out.
yeah.
So it's all rainbows around you. So I thought, okay, it's a lockdown, people dying from left to center. So I need to do something with the songs sitting on the shelves. So
Yeah.
I just put on the internet and released it. So basically, that's how it started. And EQ it, master it, and let the song fly. That's
Yeah.
it.
And what
Yeah.
about game? Is it Game of Life?
Game of Life. Yeah.
Yeah. How did that come about?
2017. 2017.
Yeah.
I went through a very bad period,
Hmm.
and I thought, okay, don't look back, just move forward, move forward.
Yeah.
So um, that was it.
Great.
Then I
Great.
wrote the lyrics down, and John said, "Oh, I like that." So yeah.
And there's another track you've actually did a collaboration, which was it this year? Collaboration you did this year. something about no.
Yes,
What's that
with
collaboration?
my sister, Heather. The
That
first
was
song
last
that we
year.
did, Think
Last,
About, was a success. So I thought, okay, maybe we do another one.
yeah.
So I
Okay.
straight away wrote another song last year, but it's coming out hopefully this year.
Yeah.
So because John is touring with Shalimar at the moment, so he can't really do much with
Excuse
that
me.
song.
Sorry,
But
who's touring with
it's
Shalimar?
coming together.
John, the bass player, the partner that she writes and does the music with.
Okay, it was with Shalimar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a bass player for Shalimar.
Oh, great, fantastic.
yeah.
So you must have seen
So
a lot of
when he's
Shalimar
busy,
shows.
it's very hard to do music and touring at the same time. So
Yeah,
he needs to have a break, then does his stuff with his musicians. So
yeah.
yeah,
I was saying you
teamwork.
must have seen a lot of Shalimar shows.
Hmm.
Yeah, great
Did you
man.
see them?
I see Shalimar years ago. I haven't catched any of their tours at the moment. I know they're always in Birmingham at a place called the Jam House, but I haven't catched them yet.
Hmm.
But I remember
Okay.
I catched the original lineup many years ago.
Oh
Same
wow,
here.
they're still
Yeah, yeah,
fantastic. You know, I saw
Yeah,
them the other day, this weekend. It was pretty good, really
yeah.
good. Yeah,
And those Colonel Pop still he does his pop. Jeffrey Daniels.
everything. Still can
Yeah,
dance, shake a little leg. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, they're going, man. They're going.
That's great.
They
That's
just
great.
fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
moves,
Heather,
everything.
Hi.
you've been doing the collaboration with Sugar.
Yeah, yeah. We've got the one we did last year. Think about, and then
Think
we've got
about.
another one coming now.
And that was a
Yeah,
big
they've got another one.
and that was a big
Where's it
track. That was
gone?
a big track.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it did really well. Did very, very well. Even now,
Yeah,
because I
Yeah.
have I do a radio show, and I always feature that track.
yeah,
Always.
yeah.
Yeah,
I, I
yeah.
mean I mean I play it a lot, as you know.
Yes, I know.
Still
I
people
know.
playing it. It's like, wow. We need to do another
I
one. You know
know.
what I mean?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you for your
We
support.
try to keep it going. We try to keep it going, where
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can. Yeah.
it's a great track. It's a great, and it makes you think, as it says. You know, what I mean, it's just the words are so
about
positive.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the new one is going to be positive too because it's about women, because there's not many.
Ladies. That's right.
Yeah. It's not many. It's many women's songs, but like Shaka Khan, you know,
Oh yeah,
um,
girl, my girl, my girl.
what's her name? Dinah Ross. I'm coming out.
That's right.
yeah.
Shaka Khan was what's the other one? The girls.
I mean, you
I'm
mean
every woman. Yeah, something
Oh,
like
Shaka
that.
Khan.
So
Have you seen?
yeah, all these
Have, have you
girl
seen Shaka
songs, I
Khan?
like it. So I thought it's perfect
yes, I
for
have.
Heather and us
Amazing.
also. And
Yeah, I've seen Shaka live.
What's she like? What's
Seen
she
yeah,
Shaka
like?
live.
oh,
Amazing.
Amazing.
yeah,
Serious.
she's amazing.
I mean, she lost it for a few years where she went into rehab, but
Well,
now she's
I love
back.
to write
Oh
for
my
her.
goodness. She's even better.
yeah.
She's over
Well,
here at the moment,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Well, I'll tell you what. I
See her
used to
sister,
love.
maybe. The sister lives in England.
I love the original band that Shaka Khan come from. Rufus.
Rufus.
Mhm.
Rufus. Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic band.
Rufus.
I can go
Fantastic.
back to the
Absolutely.
days of once you get started.
Yeah,
Great
That's
track.
right.
we go back in time, man,
Tell
and
me
the music is
something
going.
good. That's one of the songs.
Woo!
Tell me that
Yeah.
you love me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sugar, you've also done recently. I've heard you've done is it the Stylistics? Is it track by the
Oh yeah.
Style.
People
Stylistics?
make the
Oh
cover
yeah,
right.
yeah, a cover, a
It's
cover.
it's a cover of
Yeah,
the Stylistics.
yeah, yeah.
How did that come about?
That was actually John's idea. He
Yeah.
said, "Let's make a cup," because he loved them. We all love them. John Bell, Tom Bell. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic, a fantastic writer. And with Linda Greed, they made such beautiful songs. And he said, "Oh, let's make a cover of it." So
Mhm.
yeah, we did. So finally, and it came out.
Great. Tell us a little about Sugar. Tell us a little about the Rainbow Funk. How did Rainbow Funk come about?
Rainbow Funk is a name. Well, Sugar Rainbow is the artist name. Rainbow Funk is the band, kind of John and the team, and me and Peter and John,
Okay.
basically. And the musicians, well, I call them Rainbow Funk. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they are funky, you know.
Well, great, great, great.
Mhm.
And I know, Heather, you've been doing a lot of collaboration as well, haven't you?
I do
What's
lots of
this?
collaborations.
What's this? I think you started. I think I heard the Cool Million, which was a while back.
That was, yeah, a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And then AP Connection.
AP
I did one
Connection.
with AP Connection before. AP Connection was my first collaboration. No, I did another collaboration with another French guy, Nicky B, which did well in France, stuff like that. And then I did AP Connection. We had the track that we did went to #2 in the UK soul charts as well. That was the album. That was an album. And then it was Sugar, Cool Million, and then Sugar, and then now AP Connection again with Right. The track I wrote was Right Time.
Yeah. How did
I
that?
love that track. It's beautiful. It's like rare groove. It's such a
Yeah,
good track. Really
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
How did?
it's an
How did that
amazing
collaboration come
voice.
about
Well, the collaborate. I mean,
with
it
AP
was
Connection?
Pierre Bonnet, yeah, from AP Connection. He contacted me about 3 years ago, 3, 4 years ago, because he's always liked the cool note, and they're only young. They're when I first met them, they were like 25. Now they're like 30 or something like it, or just over 30, and but they're into jazz funk music, and from that era, the 80s and 90s stuff. That's what they're into. But they're all big. They're band. It's more of a band sound. They're like a full horn section. They've got some amazing musicians, I must say. They can play. Their horn section comes from America, and their keyboard player, I think she's about 25. They're all very university music school people, but they can play jazz. They can really play. Yeah.
Okay. You
Yes.
mentioned
And
jazz.
don't forget on this album,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry, Sugar. Did you say
on the
something?
album, no, I don't think she was.
Okay. Karen, you're saying?
Yeah, on the album you had Omar as well. He's on the
Right.
same album, as well as Howard Johnson's on the same album.
Yeah.
The first album was Howard Johnson, Lady of the Sky. Jocelyn, Joyce Sims was on the first album that I did as well. So yeah, I mean these guys are really good. They've done really well because the album went #1 for 2 weeks over here. So it's done very well on the UK soul charts.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. How do you find it working music now from, say, I know technology has changed or has improved from, say, back when you started and was on top of the pops and all that? How do you find it?
Yeah.
How do you find music
You
now?
mean back then?
Back then,
Oh,
yeah.
music is so different.
Yeah.
Music is not, well, you just say anybody coming into music
Yeah.
has it's not like a longevity anymore, because
Yeah.
music used to be a career path. Yeah. Now you have to have another job, because you may not be in the music business for a very long time. And the music that they're creating nowadays, especially on the charts and stuff, that's pop music that's not going to be lasting like 40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
What we've done, stuff that we've done is going to test, it's going through time as well, because we started as a reggae band when I was about 15. I've been in music since I was 13 anyway.
Wow.
So I did my first record when I was 13. I was still at school and stuff like that. I've always been in music. So that's been my life and stuff, because I grew up around music. So yeah, at 13, I did a track with some school friends. We had a little band at school, and we recorded at Owen Gray's studio. I didn't know it was Owen Gray at the time, but I was told afterwards. The track never got released. We got a slate, but I don't know what happened with it. And then further on, I joined the Cool Notes and things like that. Or just before that, I was doing other, musicals and stuff like that I used to do when I was at school. And then finally joined the Cool Notes about 15. And that's the history. That's the history. I was signed. I left the Cool Notes for about a year or so, and I was signed to Polydor Records for about 3 years.
What do you
Mm.
think? What do you think about our so-called stars these days? I don't know if you can call them that. No disrespect. They all seems to dress the same way. They all seems to doing the same thing. Nobody's unusual
Now,
anymore. What's going on there?
nobody has. Sugar, where are you? Come on, you
Yeah,
answer this question.
come on, Sugar. Where are you? God. What do
You
you think of?
answer that question,
What
Sugar.
do you think of today's stars, Sugar? Come on, where are you?
You know what? They do whatever they want to do. I don't think all the stars don't. They don't want to go back in time like we do.
Yeah,
So we decided to go back in time to do it over again. But I don't know if people are interested to go back in time, whatever. But I think I don't know. I respect everybody. You know,
yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to say
No,
because
it's
everybody got their own taste and everybody got is unique and got their own skills. But I don't know.
you got
I'm
it's
just living. I'm just old school for
yeah,
me. You know,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
living in the past.
Yeah. Well,
That's all.
it's
No,
not
you
disrespecting. It's not disrespecting. It's like
no,
if you
no.
see, let me get to the point. If you get point, if you see an artist comes on and she got a certain clothes on, right? You see all of them dressing
Yeah.
in the same clothes. Nobody's got a different
Yes,
style. Nobody's setting a different
no.
trend. Everybody seems to dress the same
That's right.
way. Is that the whole idea of
And everybody
marketing?
sounds the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
And
saying.
it's like
everybody
Cher
sounds the
and
same.
Cher and Lady Gaga and Beyonce. They all dress differently, but I think Beyonce got very nice dressing coat.
Yeah,
But
I
don't
love
forget
all these clothes.
Beyonce. Beyonce was that.
Oh yes,
Beyonce's been in the
yeah,
industry for since she was young.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Beyonce, she's a '90s woman. So we're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about today's
yeah,
the
yeah.
unique, the Z zone.
Oh,
For me, I find that the music of today, everybody sounds the same. Yeah, all the music is very similar. I was talking to my a friend about that the other day. She said, "Don't you think these guys sound exactly the same? These like the English singers and stuff like that,
Yeah,
male singers. They all have the same tone, and the girls." Back in the day, I remember when Rihanna first came out, everybody wanted to be Rihanna.
yeah,
Nobody wanted to be Beyonce because they can't touch Beyonce's voice.
yeah, yeah,
mm,
Beyonce's voice is too unique for them.
yeah,
But everybody liked the sound of Rihanna because they can do that sort of that sound that she has. But they don't sound like her, but they try to imitate her. But
her dress code is nice as well. I love
uh,
her. The dress code that Rihanna has.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
Very,
yeah,
very, yeah.
yeah. I think, yeah, like you say, everybody dresses very similar. It's not like, I think music is different. It's a
uh-huh,
new generation, you know.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
they're learning. A lot of them are not going to last to the test of time.
Yeah.
They're going to make the most of it,
yeah.
and I don't know what they're going to do afterwards because it's very short lived nowadays.
What I find bad. I mean, I can hear one of Sugar track. I can hear one of Sugar track, and I can say that's a classic. Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
one of your track
I
header.
hope so.
I can hear one of your track and I say a classic, and I can go and pick it up and play it in the next 10 years and still say that's a
yeah,
classic. Now,
the
now,
classic.
and
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Ah, thank you.
how many artists today, you know what I mean? Can you just go out there and say
Yeah.
in the next 10 years, 15, 20 years, it's a classic? It's just like you just break it up and show it in the
Well,
bin.
thank you. Thank you
But
so
there
much.
are a few of them.
we,
We're not
we
talking
try to do our
Beyonce.
best,
We're
you
not
know.
we're not talking Beyonces and people like that.
No, no, no.
Beyonces, we've got to leave Beyonce out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this
totally,
because she
totally.
will always be classic.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's the ones that come after Beyonce,
yeah, yeah,
10 years or 20 years after Beyonce.
yeah.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about today's music
That's right.
and
Yeah,
today's singers.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and a lot of them, a lot of names I've never heard before in my life.
yeah.
I was
And,
listening to some of the music
Because we
on.
are
and,
old school.
and
I
carry
like
on, carry
listening
on.
to
I
what
don't
all the
even
new
know what's
stuff.
going on the radio for the modern
Yeah, I like
day.
listening
But
to all the
yeah.
new music. I like to hear what's going on,
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
that I can.
sometimes I listen to it, sometimes, but then
Yeah,
I think I mostly hear the radio stations that is based on, My Soul and all the other classic
PowerPoint. No.
radio
Yeah.
stations, Starport
No,
Radio.
I listen
Oh,
out of the zone. I like to listen
yeah,
out of the zone to hear what's going on. I
Yeah.
like to keep my ears tuned with
yeah,
what's going on now.
Yeah.
I don't because our new album, the Cool Notes new album,
Mm-hmm.
it's got the flavors of the 80s, but we brought it into the modern day,
Mm-hmm.
not taken away from the 80s, but adding modern touches to it to give
Yeah.
it a different sound as well.
Yeah.
So because we have a following of different age ranges,
Mm-hmm.
and don't forget Stephen's son is Bradley McIntosh from S Club 7 as well.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we're even my kids are liking what we're doing. They've heard some of the tracks and stuff. They said this is really good. It's very modern, but yet it's got the 80s in it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 it's like what Bruno Mars does. He does
yeah,
the old school, but then he does the
yeah,
modern flavor on top.
yeah.
It's
The modern
really nice.
flavors, yeah.
A really good
But you
balance.
can do that with any
Like that.
song, though. You can just take the vocals and just remix it into a modern sound, anyway. So that's what they do with a lot of remixes and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Well, they do a lot of tracks that is already been made, like the old
Yes,
school
that's
tracks. They
right.
put
Yeah,
a
yeah,
whole different melody and lyrics
yeah.
over, and you
One
don't know,
hundred
you
percent.
don't even recognize the song anymore. It's just, but I recognize it because I know the songs. But I
Yeah,
think, oh, that sounds like blah blah blah. But that's what they're doing now. That's
Okay.
in.
yeah,
That's
Okay. So Heather,
I don't know how they're doing, but
you're
yeah.
working on
yeah.
the album. When does the album finish and when does the album drop? As we
Well,
say.
the album, we're now mixing. From Monday, they're mixing. Haven't finished. I've got one more track to finish,
Yeah.
and then that's it for me. Then that's it for the album.
Yeah.
But we're mixing from Monday. The mixing begins. So hopefully by August, or we've got about 12 songs. So by that time, August, around middle of August, it should all be done.
And what's the name of the album? Can I have the exclusive?
We haven't got a name at the moment. We haven't chosen a name at the moment. We're looking.
Wow.
We were going to ask Sugar to maybe do the artwork. We haven't come to that yet. Once we've done, yeah, maybe do the
Yay!
artwork. Yeah.
And it's the
Nice, nice one.
it's. Are you thinking of going on any tours or doing any shows?
Well, we've got the Soul Town Festival coming in August.
Okay.
That's going to be with quite Maxi Priest is on that as well,
Yeah.
and so is Justin Brown. She's on the same day as us. Damage, the Earth, Wind and Fire tribute band. They've also got Jazzy B,
Wow.
David Grant. They've got Atlantic Star. They've got wow. What's his
Wow.
name? Kenny Thomas. Loads of Americans are there. Yeah, we've got loads of
Wow.
Americans.
Great. Great. And
Yeah. So that, and hopefully next year, what we're going to be doing with the album, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing like a big radio tour, and we're going to approach like mainstream as well. Like the global radios, global, because we were global radios before. So what we're going to do, try and get interviews with them, with nostalgic coming back, and then see who takes us up, like Capital Radio and all these guys, and also all of our local stations as well, our online stations as well.
Okay. Right. Don't forget, when you drop the album, send it to me. And where can we find you?
Listen, that goes without saying. That goes without saying, Carl. That goes without saying. Now, the album's, I can tell you now, the album is truly amazing. We've got a reggae track on there. Yeah, we've got a Lovers Rock track on there. It's a duet me and Stephen do.
All
And
right.
it's called Thank You. It's an
Okay.
amazing reggae track.
Okay.
And then all the other tracks on the album are super. Yeah.
Great. And where can we find you?
Me, I'm on Instagram, Heather HH on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Heather Haywood. I'm on X, Heather HH on X or Twitter. I'm also on TikTok. So you can find me as Heather Haywood on TikTok.
Okay. Sugar, where are you? Sugar, what you got coming up? Anything? Any new album coming up? Any new music coming up? I know you got a couple of tunes out there already. What you got
Well,
new?
I want to do a final, but
Yeah.
that's not until maybe next year or the year after.
Any albums? Any albums?
Yeah, new tracks for now.
Okay. Any tours? Any
Yeah, the
shows?
one is a lady song. I wanted to make it kind of a 70s. We're going way back now. It's not the 80s anymore. It's going to be the 70s.
Yeah, we're going for
So
the Jones
yeah,
girl. Yeah.
yeah. I want to do kind of a a lady disco kind of a diva.
Okay.
kind of
What
Diva.
about
song.
what about
Lady.
shows? Any shows coming up?
No.
Okay.
Just producing and just making the
Okay.
projects
Um.
and some
Okay.
house track as
Where can we
well.
She
find you?
will
And
do. Don't worry. She
I've
will
done
get shows.
something with Dynasty as well.
Okay.
With Wardell Potts Jr. He's
Right.
he's from the band of Dynasty,
Yeah.
and we made a with his the other guy was Don sorry Donna Mayers and Kevin Spencer and Richard Randolph. Yeah, that's
Right.
the one.
Quickly,
Sorry, I couldn't
we
get
gotta go. Where can we find you? Where can we find you? Sugar, where can we find you?
Oh, Facebook Sugar Rainbow.
Okay, right. Right,
Yeah.
ladies, our time is almost here. So let me say thank you. It's been fun once again.
Bye bye.
Nice to hook up with
Thank
you.
you again.
Sugar Rainbow, thank you.
We hope
And
Thank
you
you.
had fun with us.
okay, thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Thank
Have a
Thank
great,
you.
you.
have a great
Take
week.
care.
Look after yourself. Keep putting the music out.
We
Yes.
will, and you
God,
keep playing
Yes.
them. And thank you for the support.
God bless you. See you soon, guys. See you
And if you
soon.
want to laugh, just have us on again. Yeah,
Sorry.
take
Bye.
care. I said if you want to have another laugh, just have us on each time. You like having laughs with us anyway. We make your day. Especially Sugar. She gets lost. I don't know where she goes. Where are you? I can't
No,
even see you, Sugar.
she's there. Guys,
Yeah.
thank you.
There
It's
she
been
is.
amazing.
Yeah.
God
All right.
bless.
All right.
Right, guys, there you have it. What's on your mind? Want to say thank you. Also, want to say thanks, Sugar Rainbow and Heather Haywood, for being our guests. Don't forget, we got more guests coming up on the program. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Thank you all, guys, for watching. Producer, you've worked very hard, sir. Thank you. God bless. Our time is here. Look after yourself. Thank you. Catch me tomorrow, the Drive Time Show, Car with a C, Thursdays and Fridays, 3 till 6, newstarradio.com. God bless.